Hi all. Welcome to our next week of e-learning. So what I'm going to do today, I'm just going to give you guys an overview of what today's going to look and what today's activity is going to be. So what I want you to do is actually what's going to happen is I'm going to first go over the plan, and then we're going to jump into today's activity. Now, today's activity is actually really fun. We are going to try to help Scooby Doo solve a mystery, okay? So that's what we're going to do today. And as you're doing that, you're going to try to fill out a form, okay? Tomorrow, there's going to be an IXL practice with a video. And this whole week, Wednesday and Thursday, we're going to be continuing with similarity, and each one we're going to do an IXL practice and a video to go along to show you how to do that. Okay, so really most of the work this week will be found in IXL, and on Friday we're actually going to take a break from learning new math, and I'm going to ask you to get a little. You're going to have a choice of either doing some kind of workout. There's going to be a read aloud where Mr. Meadows reads aloud to people. You might be given a video to watch or whatever. It's going to probably pretty much be like a mental health break day where you will have a choice of doing what you want, okay? So let's go into today's video. I'm going to actually post this video to Google Classroom, but it's 47 seconds long, so I'm going to play it for you, okay? So here you go. Here's the video.
I just saw a monster the size of my building running down the street. Let's see if we can find him. I don't see a monster, but I swear he was the size of my building. Can you guys help me find him? I bet if we can figure out the size of my building, we can compare it to the monster database, and we can try to figure out who the monster was. Can you guys help me out?
Okay, so in this video, Scooby-Doo sees a monster that's the size of his building that he lives in. And our goal is to figure out the size of the building in order to find out the size of the monster, okay? So what you want to do is go into this Scooby math, okay? The first part, you're just going to write your name in. The second part, this is the part where we want to take a look at. So, can you help Scooby figure out how tall the monster is? In the video, Scooby says the monster is as tall as his building. If we can figure out the height of the building, we can figure out the height of the monster. Then we can use the monster database to figure out which monster was running down Irving Park Road yesterday. Try to help Scooby figure out how tall his building is. So here's a picture of Scooby standing next to his building. Here we have Scooby, and this is his building. Help him figure out how tall his building is. What is a guess that you think is definitely too low for the height of Scooby? Use feet for your units. So what's something that can be too low, okay? Like for instance, would 10 feet be too low? Probably, right? Because this is bigger. So guess something that is too low. What is a guess that you think is definitely too high for the height of Scooby's building? So would it make sense if this building would be 1,000,000 feet high? Yeah, probably 1,000,000 feet would be a lot. So guess something that's too high. And then take a guess of what's something that is just right. What do you think it would be? Okay? Now, unfortunately, Scooby's building is too tall for us to measure using a ruler or a tape measure. How do you think we'll be able to find the height of Scooby's building without directly measuring it? All right, so this is where you want to think about what is a way you can measure this height of the building without directly measuring the building. Okay, so think of something, right? Because we can't use a ruler, we can't use a tape measure because it's just the building's too big. All right. Now, as you may have figured out, you don't have enough information to figure out the height of Scooby's building. Other information do you need to find the height of his building? Now, think about what are some things you would need in order to be able to find the height of this building. Okay, so that will be all for today. What you want to do is you want to submit this video. I mean, submit this form for today. Thinking about the questions that we just went over. And after you do so, tomorrow we are going to continue with similarity. And by the end of this week, right, the goal is that you will have enough skills, maybe not the end of this week, but by the end of next week, you'll have enough skills to be able to help Scooby solve this mystery with using concepts that we use in this class, learned in this class.